Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the descriptive and inferential statistics. Descriptive statistics are used to summarize a sample or information about the sample or a very small data set. As compared to descriptive, inferential statistics are used to make inferences or generalization about the broader population. It means we use inferential statistics on a very large data set or on a broader population. To describe the descriptive statistics, we use like graph, measure of central tendency, mean, median, mode, standard deviation, and some other like measurement values. As compared to descriptive, in inferential statistics, we use population and sample. Let's go in some details. In descriptive statistics, it works on a very smaller data set. When we have a very small data set, we use a descriptive statistics. But as compared to descriptive, inferential statistics, it works on very large data set. When we have a very large data set, like if we want to know the average height of all the population in a city, how will you measure the height of all the population in a city? So for that you will use the inferential statistics. And you want to measure the average height of your class, so for that we can use the descriptive statistics, because in a class we can have max to max 100 or 120 employee, so we can easily measure the height of all the employee and can get the average height. In descriptive statistics, the process is a simpler. As we had discussed, we can easily get all the details like mean, like average or standard deviation of a small data set. But as compared to inferential, the process is very complex, because first we need to analyze the complete population, then we'll do some random selection in the population. There are many sampling techniques. We can use random selection, random sampling technique. There are some other sampling techniques. We need to analyze which sampling techniques we need to use in the population data set. On that basis, we select the sample, and on top of that, we do our analysis on sample data. And after that, once we have all the results of a sample data, we can inference those results on a population data. Point number 3, results obtained represent the entire data set. As we had discussed, if we want to know the average height, so that particular result represent the complete class. But as compared to descriptive, in inferential, results obtained represent a portion of population. Like once we have like complete population, then we select a small sample. So whatever the measurement we do in sample, that particular measurement can only describe this particular sample. So that here it is showing that represent a portion of population. What can be used to deduce information about the entire population with some amount of uncertainty? It means, if we want to know the average height of complete city, this is your city, and we select some random selection, like we select 1000 peoples and we measure the height, let's 5.5 feet. So we can easily say that if the sample data average height is 5.5 feet, we can say that then population height would be around 5.5 feet plus minus 1 or 2 inch. So we can say there is some uncertainty. It means we are not 100% sure that the population average height would also be 5.5 feet. We can say there would be some 1 or 2 or 5% uncertainty that the average height would be around 5.5. And in the descriptive statistics, error involved is usually very less, because this is very simple process, so the chances of getting error is very less. But in inferential, that is very complex process, so error involved is usually more. Let's discuss descriptive and inferential statistics by using some example. Descriptive statistics, we will use the restaurant example. So the restaurant owner want to know how our business is being perceived by the people. For that, what the restaurant owner did, he asked to his manager, please take survey of all the customers who visits the restaurant. So what the manager did, he took the survey, he took the feedback from all the customers for 1 week, and after that he presents the reports to the restaurant owner. So he presents the reports to the restaurant owner in this format. He just prepare the customer service number, like this is the first customer who came to the restaurant and gave the score 5. So this way he collected the 17 customer information and their score, and this way he present this report at end of the week to the restaurant owner. So to seeing this report, restaurant owner was not happy. He could not able to understand anything to see this report. Can you please think what went wrong? What the manager could do with this report? So we can clearly see that this is just like a table. So manager could prepare some descriptive report by using some graph, by using some visualization form, so that he could represent those report or those visualization details to the restaurant owner, and by seeing those things, restaurant owner could understand that whether his service, whatever the service he is providing, are good or not, or he need to do an improvement in his business. So manager had to use the descriptive statistics here. So the manager can prepare one pie chart by using this data, by using these score values. He can group these value in such a way that whosoever gave the score 5 or below 5 can be treated as a average, whosoever gave the rating 6 can be treated as a good, and whosoever gave the rating above 7 or equal to above are treated as a very good. We can this into the 3 part, like this is your very good, this is your good, this is your average, and this is your good. So we can say this is around 60%, this is around 30%, this is around 10%. So if the manager could present this type of the visualization to the restaurant owner, then the restaurant owner could check whether his business is going good or not by seeing this report. He can clearly see that around 90% gave good rating. They gave good rating. So by seeing that, he could understand that his business is going in a right direction or in a bad direction. Also, the manager can do some more statistical analysis like this. He could prepare like mean. What is the mean? What is the mean? What is the median? And how much variance in the rating? What is the standard deviation in the rating? So these type of the some descriptive report, statistical analysis, he could provide to the restaurant owner. And after seeing those type of the report, restaurant owner could take some decision. So what we did, we just collected a small set of data and we did some analysis. So we use a small data set and we use the statistical analysis. So this is called as a descriptive statistics because we use a small data set. And as compared to the descriptive analysis, if we are going to talk about the inferential statistics, as we just discussed at starting, that inferential statistics can be used in a large data set. We have one scenario here. Would it be possible to get opinions of every customer who visit every branch or support center of a mobile service provider? So we can get opinions of every customer who visit the every branch and support center. So for that, it would be possible for us, because let's in a country we have 10,000 support center and 1,000 branch, and each day let's 100 customer visit at each service center, support center, and 100 customer also visits at each branch per day. So in this way, if we want to get 30 days data, the data size would be too high. So in this way, data size would be too large and we are not able to get anything from such a large data set. So what we can do, we can take some random sample, and by using those random samples, we create a sample data and we can analyze the visits of the customer. By using the sample data, we can get the customer's feedback. Once we have the customer feedback by using the sample data, we can inference those feedback on the population data. Let's 60% customers are satisfied with our service by using the sample data. So we can also say that approximate 60% customers are satisfied with our service. We are not 100% confidence, but around 99% confidence that 60% people are satisfied with our service. There is some 2% chances that they may or may not be satisfied because we use the sample data. So that's why there would be some uncertainty in the output result whenever we use the population data. So this is called as a inferential statistics. Or in a simple layman language, if we want to describe the descriptive and inferential statistics, we can say that descriptive statistics be used in a very small data set, and we use statistical analysis like mean, median, mode, what is the central tendency, there is a skewness or not in the data set, and we use some graphs to describe the data set. But as compared to descriptive in inferential statistics, we use large data set and we need to take a subset of that particular data to get the result of the population data set. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you liked my video, please subscribe my channel and share with your friends. If you have any query or any question, please mention in comments. I will try to answer all of your queries as soon as possible. Have a nice day. Thank you.